Alrighty. We're I don't know, I was like number 12 mythic or something coming into this draft. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. And let's get into this Arena Vintage Cube draft, Powered Cube draft. What do we got? We got an Entomb. I think that's kind of a trap card. I don't like Randomator, though. I have done okay with it when it's like, when you get a 7th pick or a 6th pick Entomb, or you start with, Flash Atroxa, Animate Dead, sure, Entomb is good. I would not generally first pick Entomb. I think the card that's going to win you the most matches here, and we're doing a little bit of try-harding, is a Gut. Though, I don't mind an Ancient Tomb or a Malevolent Rumble, but I'll start with Gut. I think Gut is a very strong, aggressive card. You want 1-drops, 2-drops, trinkety things. Cards like Thraben Inspector and Magda are very good with Gut, so we'll go for that. And if there's something a little bit better than Ancient Tomb to compete with, then that would have been a different thing. And now there's an Urza, there's a Teferi, there's a Goblin Bombardment, Mana Confluence. You know what? I'm kind of in. I'll just take Goblin Bombardment. Bombardment's also good in the same decks that Gut is typically good in, and I'm. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, no. Disaster. There's a Bombardiers in the pack, too. I think I have to take a Johnny, though. Here's the thing. A Johnny with both Bombardment and Gut is just outrageous. Turn 2 a Johnny, turn 3 either of these, or Bombardiers, and for that matter, you just go nuts. You sack the cat, you flip this, you have a red permanent. I've got to take a Johnny to go with those two, though. Passing Bombardiers, that does hurt. All right, well, this is a great start, and we even got... You don't usually take Bombardment before a Johnny, but I've lost a lot of games to Goblin Bombardment. I think it's just a pretty strong card. So, and of course, it just goes completely nuts with a Johnny. And the cards that are good with Gut are typically good with Bombardment, too. Don't show me this Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't want to see that. I'm going to take Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is great with all of these cards. There's also Kumano Faces Kakazan, but I find that card is a little bit more replaceable than Lingering Souls. I think that Lingering Souls... some kind of Mardu Tokens deck is going to be great, though I think I still just take Hellrider here. There's also your opponent's stuff comes into play tapped, and these 2-drops are pretty good with like things like Gut, Gut with Jar, Gut with Emperor Bones. I could take that, but I'm going to want to play heavy red, so I think Hellrider is actually good. And then here, Evora and Swiftspear. I'll take Evora. Look at that late Tinker. Evora is very good with Gut as well, because you get a blood token to sacrifice. So I think this is looking pretty nice for, like I said, a bit of a different start than a lot of the decks I've drafted, but you can do some cool things with Goblin Bombardment, Lingering Souls, a Johnny. Like there are definitely some moves to make. And here, oh man, there's Brain Freeze and LED. I never even see those when I'm trying to draft that deck. Here, I guess I could Bank Buster. I don't think I'm very likely to want to play it, but I'm not playing those other cards either. So I'll take the Bank Buster, and could use some lands because I'm trying to play Lingering Souls in this deck. Could use a little bit of removal. All right, Black Red Land or Prismatic Ending or Witch Enchanter. If this was a red... Like you want the primary color of Verge to be the color you want most frequently. So this tapping for always for black and sometimes for red is a lot less good. I might just take Prismatic Ending. I think Prismatic Ending is fantastic. Witch Enchanter is okay too, but Prismatic Ending is really good. Portable Hole is also good, but maybe I just take a tapped red-black land because I don't think I want Valkyrie or Deathrite. Rumbled Wheel. Portable Hole is nice with Gut. It's just like another thing to sacrifice sometimes. But I'll take a red-black tap land, and then similar as before, but I will take it this time because I don't think Talisman is that interesting to me. Godless Shrine is perfect over Sorin. Yeah, that's easy enough. Okay, so picking up a couple lands has made it more likely that I can splash these Lingering Souls, and maybe it would have even worked out to take like a heavier black card, but if we get enough black sources, then things like Thoughtseize and Inquisition open up, and those are really nice to have in some matchups. All right, let's go. All right, Shadowy Backstreet's still good. I don't really want Talismans in these decks. Zeotar's Proving Ground I'm a little less likely to want, depending how many tap lands I end up getting. And then here, I'll take the Jadar. I don't know that it's that likely that I want to play Jadar here, but if the mana's good enough, it is good with both Goblin Bombardment and Gut. So Yeah, maybe it's in. I will take Beaumont Courier. That one's, I think, solid. So the difference between being straight red-white and where I am now is really just that I took some black-white lands and Lingering Souls. Let's see what we open here. Oh, okay. Don't mind that. I'll take a Black Lotus. So we would have had a LED Lotus Breach. Lotus is going to be really good here too, of course. Lotus is always good. Maybe we'll get Blood Crypt back, but even if we don't, obviously don't care. And then there's Fable and Parallax Wave. I think this deck I kind of more want Fable. When you have Lotus, I think proactive things are really good. I also could end up being red-black. I didn't get very many white cards. I second picked a Johnny, or third picked a Johnny rather. Took a Lingering Souls and got a Prismatic Ending and some white-black lands. White wasn't that open, so I'm going to take Fable here. And then I guess I'll still just take Inspiring Vantage. Showdown of the Scalds is also really nice, but I think a red-white land is going to be more important. Stock up. Mocking me over there. Yeah, Fable versus Parallax Wave is close. Part of it, too, is if I end up Mardu has a lot of good removal options, so having a good threat in Fable and then having a couple removal spells in black, like Bitter Triumph is a card I could easily play. At this point, my lands are looking pretty good. Does make me want Parallax Wave a little bit less. And yeah, just getting to Lotus out Fable on turn 1 is very, very good. Okay, well, see if I get a little more action here. Well, like for example, Fire Covenant. Fire Covenant is just incredible, and having one good removal spell that kills everything is really awesome. I do like Containment Priest. There's an Ademi. There's a Lightning Helix. So yeah, white I think is more open from this direction, but I'm happy enough doing this. And then, okay. I have a Zeator's Proving Ground. I mean, Lotus Minsk is the best thing to do with Lotus. It's that or take Windswept Teeth, which would be good, but I have what? 1.5 black cards. I have Fire Covenant and the back half of Lingering Souls. I'm just going to take Minsk and Boo here. And the Zeator's Proving Ground will help. I will still take Mother of Runes, though. I do like Cosmogrand Zenith, but I think I take Mother of Runes. Yeah, I've got enough white-black lands. The other option is to take Flame Slash and be more like red-black. Splash a Johnny and Lingering Souls, but I think Mother of Runes is just so much better than everything else there. And then now I take Reprieve, Bauble, and Opal. There's also Copperline Gorge and Savannah, which would be good to splash Minsk and Boo, but green lands typically are not the hardest to get. So I'm going to hope that I can pick up some of those, as the packs go around here. Right now I am going to be red-white splashing green and black, but I think we can make that work. And now we've got, I'll take Stomping Ground. A red-green land I think is better than like a marginal playable like Split Skin Doll or Burst Lightning. Kroxa is even kind of interesting, Overlord, but I would like to put Minsk and Boo in my deck, so I think Stomping Ground looks good. And then here, there's Blooming Marsh, there's Fatal Push. I mean, Fatal Push is really good. I could take the Blooming Marsh and just have a slightly better kind of fixing. Now, let's take Fatal Push. The red 2-drops I think are just fine. They're just whatever. I do like Grim, especially if I end up with a decent amount of stuff that goes to the graveyard over Zagoth Triumph. All right. Zagoth Triumph has the one color I'm not, which is blue. You know what? I actually don't think it's 0 that I would play a Yawgmoth. I'm not going to play Restless Prairie. That one's too weak. I don't think I'm going to play Yawgmoth, which is why it's going to the sideboard. But you know what? I'll take Renin 6 that I'm not going to play either. I don't think I want Pentad Prism, though I guess I can sack it to Gut. I'm not going to get a Bombardiers. Would I play Pentad Prism? I don't think I'm actually going to play Renin 6. So let's just take the Pentad Prism. Ooh, I like a Braid over Mind Collapse here. And I like both Flicker Wisp and Cosmogrand Zenith. I'll take the Cosmogrand Zenith. I have a lot of cheap spells. Also makes tokens for Goblin Bombardment. All right. Let's go to pack 3 here, huh? What do we got? Soul Ring? Not the best Soul Ring deck, but, we're still going to take it over Sacred Foundry and Guide of Souls. Open Lotus Soul Ring, huh? All right. Well, it's good with a bunch of these 3s. Some of these 4s, sure. Maybe we'll get a Descendant back. All right. We've got some power. We've got a lot of stuff going on in this deck. And now there's Mana Vault. Wow, I could have had quite the deck. Mana Vault, I don't know, is even better than Lelia. Lelia is great with both Lotus and Soul Ring, and I don't feel like I'm going to use the Mana Vault mana all that well. I like Booster Tutor as well, but I think this is just a spot for Lelia here. I mean, the Bomat Courier I could leave or take. Cosmic Grand Zenith looks really nice with this busted acceleration. I'll be able to make tokens fairly easily there. Here, I think I'm just going to take Sarah Paragon. It's great with Soul Ring, and it's incredible with Lotus. Getting a fetch land would be nice at some point. I could have taken Windswept Teeth. That's the only one, and I would have been over Minsk and Boo, so I don't really like that. Bomat Courier I would not mind not playing. We'll see what we get here. Let's take Copter. Copter's great with Soul Ring as well. I keep seeing all these blue lands. I need non-blue lands. Now, there's Inquisition, which I like. There's also Overgrown Tomb, which is solid. I don't think I want Blade Splicer. So, I have a lot of black-white lands. Yeah, I kind of just want to take Inquisition. I think Inquisition is just really, really good. And here, I guess I'll take K-Command. I don't think I want Talisman. Talisman's kind of interesting with Soul Ring. Turn on Soul Ring Talisman. K-Command also looks pretty nice in this deck, though. And then I don't want to hear it. I could have had Breach, Brain Freeze, LED Lotus. This is really something. I'll take Elite Spellbinder, though. I could take Luris to go with Lotus. It's true. I already have, like, Sarah Paragon in that slot, though. Luris actually has some other things going. Actually, let's just take the Luris. Luris Lotus really is broken. Academy, too. Come on. Currency Converter? What do we have to discard? If we have the Fable, if we have Evora, we might get a Carnage Interpreter back. All right, I'm in for a Currency Converter. We're cooking here. Descendant came back, but so did Dark Confidant, which I like a lot. And Carnage Interpreter came back. I was hoping for that. All right. Probably gonna cut the Hellrider at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I cut the Beaumont. Cut Pentad Prism. I guess I'll take the Yogwill, but we're not really playing any of those. And sure. Yeah, could have had a sick combo deck. We opened really well. I feel like... Oh, would I play? I actually might play Restless Cottage. It's not a 0. I have a bunch of lands. I don't think I'm going to play Talisman. But white really wasn't that open, but I think that it ended up being fine still. So right now this is 7 lands. So I really only need to cut like 1 or 2 cards because do I want to play like... Oh, Pirate's not a 0 either, but I'm probably not going to be able to afford to play it. I have a lot of 3s. Maybe I cut this K-Command, actually. Yeah, that's probably fine. Not companioning. This is 17 lands, but I have Lotus and Soul Ring, so I can cut at least 1 land. The question is, do I want to cut 2 and have 15 land plus Lotus Soul Ring? It's a little low, but this... I mean, this deck has a pretty low curve. So let's see what our sources are right now. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources plus Lotus. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources plus Lotus. The dog is going nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. And 1, 2, 3 green sources. And that doesn't also count treasures from Currency Converter or Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I kind of want 1 more black source. And I kind of want to cut... Maybe I cut the Fatal Push, cut a Plains, add 1 Swamp. I could also... I have 16. I could also cut a Mountain for a Talisman. I don't think that would be completely crazy, because that makes Soul Ring into more of a land. Though Talisman's not that good with all the 3s. There's also Pentad Prism, which, again, I can throw with Gut later. Or I just play 16 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black. Yeah, this looks like enough black now, and I still have enough removal. Pirate Spellbomb is also kind of nice with Lotus, but all right, I think I'm going to do this. And let's see how this goes. This deck's it's got the potential for some explosive opening hands, I'll tell you that much. All right. Oh, we've fallen number 18 since I joined the draft. Got some work to do. I actually like this hand a lot. Currency Converter with Carnage Interpreter is so good because you just like... We'll see what I end up doing here. I'm probably going to go turn 2 land, go. Maybe Reprieve, maybe Abrade. Oh, don't play anything with the Soul Ring, please. Oh my god. Okay, well, Greaves isn't so bad. I'm just going to Abrade the Soul Ring now. Though Greaves does make this Fire Covenant a lot worse. We'll see what their turn 2 play is. Hopefully it's not too great. Okay. Converter, no, nothing else isn't so bad. Do I want to play the Carnage Interpreter? I think I'm going to wait a turn. And what I can do here is I can use Currency Converter or Reprieve. Kind of hoping to just Reprieve something here. And I'll get to do that. And then next turn I can maybe Fire Covenant it and then maybe play... Like, even with Currency Converter, it's still kind of nice to play Interpreter as one of my last cards. Discarding like 2 cards wouldn't be too bad to it. But discarding 3 here seemed like too much. All right, Reprieve. Draw. Oh, I don't mind a Lingering Souls. All right, let's draw. Oh, okay. So now this looks great. So now we're going to go... Oh, X equals 0. Kill the Currency Converter. And then just play Carnage Interpreter. Discard the Lingering Souls and Fire Covenant. And put them both under the Interpreter. And now they can play their Elite Spellbinder. I have nothing to Spellbind. And I'll get to throw Lingering Souls in the graveyard. Oh, they can Greaves it up. It's like it's free. It's not like I was getting 2 creatures with Fire Covenant anyway. And then I have a bunch of clues to crack as well. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This was a good start. Prismatic Ending. What a card, huh? 1 mana. I mean, they started on Soul Ring, Greaves, Currency Converter. Oh, Teferi Time Raveler. Okay, well, I get to kill the Teferi with my Converter token if they bounce... Oh, they're going to bounce the Converter? Okay, well, I'm just going to put Lingering Souls in my graveyard so I don't lose the flashback. Land. Attack Teferi, attack you. And then go Converter and Lingering Souls. And I could at some point crack a clue, and I will probably here, but... They have Elite Spellbinder in hand, so I don't really want to crack a clue right before they play Elite Spellbinder. I'm just going to want to play Lingering Souls anyways. Yeah, Carnage Interpreter going hard here. Oh, Hardcast Harvester of Misery. I did not anticipate that. Okay, kills their Noble as well. All right. I guess that's pretty good. Their deck is wild. What is going on over here? All right. Draw... Go to 15. Play a Bleachbone Verge. Attack for 5. And then now I will draw Sorcery Speed. Because I have Converter if I need to use it. Oh, nice. Now I can play Copter. And then leave up Converter. I think I'd rather Converter because discarding the Mountain to get a treasure seems like a pretty good deal. Though, well, maybe not. Actually, because the Smuggler's Copter next turn, assuming I find something to crew it, it's going to throw something under the Converter for free. So I should just draw a card with a clue, probably. Well, not yet, but soon. Yeah, Harvester was pretty good. Spellbinder, not too much of a threat here. So they can hit me for 5 if they want. They can hit me for 8 if they want. So they're going to go to 2 here. All right. Nope, they're going to pass. All right, I'll draw a card. Uh-oh, I hope I don't just draw lands. Okay, I did not just draw land. Sarah Paragon, nothing to replay right now. But I think that's okay. I'm going to go land, Sarah Paragon, Crew Copter. Attack, I'll loot. Oh yeah, I'll discard Inspiring Vantage. Put that under there. And then now if they block, I mean, presumably if you leave Harvester back, it's to double block Carnage Interpreter, but they could just trade with Smuggler's Copter. Either way, I'm going to get to replay it with Sarah Paragon, and I even have a Lotus here. So yeah, I think we're doing just fine. Okay, not attacking there could have cost them. I could have been at 10. Then I'm like a 5/5 away from dying, though. That's not actually how it's going to work out. Because I have Sarah Paragon here. Let's go. I think I draw with the clue. All right, well, I guess I'll play Soul Ring. And I'll tap it and play Copter. And I'll just play the Lotus. Why not? Pass the turn. And now I've got a Smuggler's Copter back for free. I've got a Converter. All right. Didn't need all the Soul Ring and the Lotus kind of showed up to rub it in. I was winning the game just fine without it. All right, up to number 16. All right, battle against Fleam here. Maybe a nice little Lotus draw. No, but I'll keep this hand. Turn 1 Grim, turn 2 Evora with Prismatic Ending and Reprieve. Like, this is just like a lot of good action. We'll see what their plays out. Evora feeds Grim Lavamancer pretty nicely with blood tokens, discarding cards. Okay. Island map. Huh. So I could kill the map with Prismatic Ending, but I'm just going to play Evora here. Map gets a Tolarian Academy. If their play is to crack map for Tolarian Academy, well, they don't have any other artifacts right now. And if they play another artifact, I can Prismatic Ending it. So, well, that's annoying. All right, so now just take my turn here. Cosmic Grand Zenith, huh? I'll play the Proving Ground. So the question now is, do I use Reprieve or Prismatic Ending? I think I'm just going to leave up Reprieve. Killing map still doesn't seem amazing to me. And it would be really nice to be able to set up a turn where I go Cosmic Grand Zenith plus Reprieve. Or sorry, Prismatic Ending. Oh, they got Urza's Saga. Okay. Pirate's Bubble. All right, I will Reprieve that just because I do need to cycle. Oh, okay. Land? Lotus Petal? Okay. Ooh, now a land is just incredible for me. Or a Lotus. Oh, jeez. Okay, well. Whatever. I'm just going to Minsk and Boo here. If they want to sack their Lotus to do something, I guess so be it. Ah, what a good deck, huh? What's it? Must be nice to draw your Black Lotus. I could have also played Luris and Prismatic Ending the Lotus, but I don't think that that's a very good play. Take action. Put 3 counters on it. I'm going to attack for 4. If they want to make a Legion Extruder token by sacking Lotus and Lotus Petal end of turn, they can, but I want to have Grim back to block. And if I draw white, I can play these two in the same turn. I'll have Grim up here soon. And Minsk and Boo is a lot of pressure. Next turn, they can play Prismatic Ending and make like a 5/5 token. But I have a 7/7 Minsk and Boo. And then maybe I can land a Prismatic Ending. I guess we'll see what they play here. Workshop, that's scary. Okay. Into Talisman. To Pyrite. Okay. Wow, their deck is sick. It's going to be hard to beat this without drawing any power. If I draw a Lotus or something, totally manageable. But as things currently stand, it's to make a 6/6 token. Well, I'll decline to make a new token. Draw a mountain, of course. The worst possible. I mean, I can play Lotus Evora, but that's not that good. I mean, I think I want to Minsk and Boo and attack for 7. Let's see what they do. They might just take it. They could make a token here. It'd be a 6/6, and then they could block, and they could pyrite the Minsk and Boo afterwards. But I guess we'll see. Because that will definitely change what I do as well. Because then maybe I do Lotus plus Evora. That might be a reasonable play. I can also use the blood token and discard a mountain and hope to draw a plains. And if I draw plains, I can use Cosmic Grand Zenith and Prismatic Ending. Okay, they're just going to take it. Yeah, I guess Lotus Evora is probably the play. Just feels like the most effective way is to play 2 spells. There's no other way for me to really play 2 spells. I could keep up Grim Lavamancer activation, but that doesn't seem super relevant either. Now I have a bunch of chump blockers. They're going to make a token end of turn. They could make a Legion Extruder token, but I think that would be too costly for them. All right, let's see where their Pyrite goes. They're probably going to kill Luris, I would imagine. This Minsk and Boo still is a problem for them. If they get an Ether Spellbomb off the Urza Saga, it's going to be annoying, though. Let's hope that's not the case. Our opponent is having trouble deciding what to do, it seems. Oh, they are sacking the Lotus. So they're sacking 2 artifacts to make a 3/3? This does not seem right. And they sacked the Legion Extruder? Or the Talisman instead of the Lotus Petal? They're killing Luris. Their tokens are just so small now. This is way less scary. They turned Black Lotus and Talisman into a 3/3. That doesn't seem particularly good to me, but... And they kept Talisman over Lotus Petal? Or they kept, Lotus Petal over Talisman? So they either need mana that is not red and blue, or they just made a mistake. Or maybe they really want painless mana, but I don't think that's likely the case. So they not have either Spellbomb to go get? Oh, they do, but they didn't tap Saga for mana or make a token. Okay. Yeah, there's some things going on here, I will say that. So now what is their play? They attacked Minsk and Boo with both. Grim I'll probably block with Grim over Evora. Thirst for Discovery, sacking the Lotus Petal. Yeah, my opponent has really, really messed this one up, and we take the dub. All right, up to number 12. Let's do it. All right, battling, I think this is Tasha from the D&D set. I'm on the play. Yeah, this hand is pretty nice. Turn 1 Currency Converter, turn 2 Smuggler's Copter, and then turn 3 can play Luris, though it'd be kind of nice to play a non-Luris creature. Playing against Lutri with Shadowy Backstreet, huh? Oh, there's Evora. Oh, yeah. That's great. I'm still going to play Copter, but Evora with Converter is nice, too. Converter is just a great card. I love a Currency Converter. All right. There goes my Smuggler's Copter. Oh, there goes the Currency Converter. Huh. I feel like they have Fatal Push. Okay. No, they have Booster Tutor in response to Evora. Okay, that's a little odd timing, but we'll see what they pick up. Interesting that they took the Converter. I would have assumed that they took Copter. Well, I am going to probably discard Bleachbone Verge. They got Cryptic Command? All right. It's not too scary, especially if I know about it. Crew. Attack. I'll loot. Actually, I think I'm going to discard Goblin Bombardment. And I can maybe bring it back with Luris at some point. I'll play my tap land. Thundering Falls into pass. Oh. Yes, let's start with an Inquisition and see what's up. Toxic Deluge in their hand is Subtlety, Cryptic, Wrath, Teferi. I see. So playing Lotus doesn't sound very good. Interesting. What do I do here? I could attack with Evora and make another blood token. Or I could attack with Copter. I think attacking with Copter is just better because it's like a free blood token. In fact, you draw a card first. Okay, attack, loot. Kind of want to discard this Fire Covenant. Is that crazy? Maybe discarding Mountain's still better. No, I'll discard Fire Covenant. That seems fine. And then play a Verge. And I think past the turn, they're going to leave up Cryptic. I'm going to use Verge end of turn, discard Mountain here. Draw a Johnny. Oh, and Reprieve. Okay. So I could a Johnny and hit for 7. I think I'm just going to attack with Evora. What are they going to do? They can Cryptic me? Bounce that, tap all my creatures. So it means I can't crew Copter in response. I could Reprieve the Cryptic, hit for 4. That doesn't really seem that productive, so I think I'm just going to let that happen. And then play Restless Cottage. And then pass the turn. Because if I play a Johnny, I'm just getting Wrath. That doesn't seem like what I want. And if they go land Teferi, I can Reprieve the Teferi. That seems pretty strong. And so what I think I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to draw... I'm going to play Luris. And they can Subtlety me pitching Teferi if they want. Okay, they did not. So now I go land, Bombardment. Can't Subtlety that. And then they weren't literally just dead there, but I was going to hit them for 7, and then they would Wrath, and then I would just play a Johnny. And that brings us to number 8 Mythic. And, you're battling against Unknown Figure. I don't know if my opponent's plan of killing Currency Converter instead of Smuggler's Copter worked out very well. Ooh. The Converter Goat keeps delivering. Because that Copter did a lot of damage. Also, we're winning, and we haven't even drawn Black Lotus or Soul Ring in our opening hand. Imagine what happens when we do. They too understand what this format's really about. It's about currency converting. It's all about converting that currency. Yeah, I would say that Inquisition of Kozilek is a lot less appealing when they lead with the currency converter. Especially when they don't have an untapped land on turn 2 to convert with. So yeah, I'm glad I have not done that. Into Noble. All right. Draw and then discard. I'm going to discard Inquisition. I don't think I want to Inquisition into currency converter. Ooh, Dark Confidant. Okay, I don't mind that. And I can make a 2/2 with the converter, and then hopefully they play another creature, and then I can Fire Covenant. And then maybe Sarah Paragon before Interpreter, maybe not. We'll have to see. Lotus, would be really nice, because then I'd play all my cards. Okay, play a tapped idiot. Play another creature. Lotus Cobra. No. Okay. Put Inquisition here. Mother of Runes. Grim Lavamancer. All right. Land. Yeah, I just have to cast Fire Covenant this turn. So I think I just do it now. X equals 3. Well, actually, I'm giving up only 2 points of damage. Let's just attack for 2. And then play Mother of Runes, and then pass the turn. They can use Currency Converter, but if they play another creature next turn, the downside here is that if they have a counterspell, it's kind of bad. But I'm letting them use mana off their mana dorks, because I can just Fire Covenant and kill the mana dorks and whatever they play, hopefully. If they play like a Planeswalker, that's also not as good. All right, they're playing something big. Let's see if this Converter Gambit worked out. There's ways this goes wrong, for sure. But there's also ways it goes really right. If I take up their whole turn by killing their creature here, it's going to be awesome. Minsk and Boo. Okay. Yeah, that's actually not so bad. All right, you get a Minsk and Boo. All right, Converter, X equals 4. Those 3. And hopefully they don't have a counterspell here, because if they don't, they lose all their creatures and they eventually lose Minsk and Boo as well. Oh, they didn't even tap for mana. That is nice. All right, Bob flips. Land. All right, well, let's attack Minsk and Boo for 4. Oh, yeah. And I think I go Mountain, Grim Lavamancer, Sarah Paragon, even though I have nothing to play with the Paragon right now. I have Mother of Runes up. They have to have like a Wrath or something. Stock Up is a good card, but barring something like Balance, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, especially since I'm going to have Converter Paragon. I have Mother of Runes. Yeah. All right, 4-0. Still yet to open on Lotus or Soul Ring. So imagine if we just do that a few times, up to number 6 Mythic. Let's go. All right. Battle against number 31 Mythic. Oh, a Johnny action here. I'm on the play. Well, this hand is fantastic on the play. Turn 1 Mother of Runes, turn 2 Evora. I just need any land, and I have turn 3. Ooh, don't play the wrong land. Turn 3 Gut, attack with Evora, sack the Blood token with Mother of Runes protection. I like that. Ooh. Don't like seeing an artifact start. All right. I can play that on turn 3. I don't think I have a big... I'm trying to think if there's any other land I would have to play, because not getting exposed to Wasteland is pretty nice. And I'm going to keep Mother of Runes up here. I might be giving up a point of damage, but I have so much damage coming here in a second that it seems like opening the door to getting hit by a removal spell is not a good idea. Okay, no counterspell, please. If they leave counter mana up, maybe I just play Lingering Souls. Okay, they played Talismans. I'm just going to play Gut and go for the throat here. Gut. Okay, now that it's resolved, Mother of Runes up here. Sack a Blood token. I mean, this is just... They take 5. I make another Blood token here. I have Mother of Runes up still, and I have Lingering Souls. No black mana right now, but they're going to need something like Mystical Tutor for a Balance or Wrath, or like a Tinker or something, which they could have. Looks like they're deciding whether to cast Mystical Tutor here, but they don't have a lot of time. All right, yeah, there goes Mystical Tutor. I mean, even if they have a sweeper, it might not be the end of the world. It'd end up being 2 for 3, and I made a Blood token, because they are losing. Yeah, they're gonna lose a draw step as well. Mystical Tutor for Wrath of God. Doesn't happen that often, but it's pretty good here. And then next turn I'll go Lingering Souls. Turn 3 Wrath is kind of brutal. having that happen. They had to have the land. They would have cracked Bobble if they didn't have the land. In fact, I don't know that they would even have done this play if they didn't have the land. So, you don't need to slow roll. You could just play your land and cast Wrath of God. It's like they've gotten new information since the start of their turn. Oh, balance first? Okay, so they have balance and Wrath, so I'll keep Inspiring Vantage, Plains. They're going to lose a card. Why did they tutor for that Wrath? That's kind of weird. Oh, Sarah Paragon is excellent. All right. It's Lingering Souls. They have No More Lies. It's the perfect last card. This Fire Covenant might be getting discarded to my blood token here soon. I hope they don't see the Paragon. I hope they just see the Covenant. Yeah. Normally you would want them to see a creature over a Fire Covenant, but given their hand is a Wrath, I don't want them knowing about Sarah Paragon because they might use the Wrath before I cast this Paragon, which I'm a little far away from. Losing a land was unfortunate. Oh, they have Mana Leak as their last card. So they just tutored for a Wrath, and now they just have a Wrath in hand? Yeah, that's kind of weird, but like once you sweep the board with balance, I guess they had to cast Mystical Tutor for this balance. Oh, they drew Tameo? Well, that was an incredible draw. Yeah, I've got to just play Sarah Paragon. What a bummer. Otherwise, they just get to go off with Tameo. Now they can attack, make a clue, and then Wrath. But I don't think I have much of it. If I'd drawn a black source, I would have just killed Tameo with Fire Covenant, but I don't think it was worth discarding the mountain looking for a black source or discarding the plains or whatever the land was. Next turn, I'll get to replay something. I mean, technically, they don't have to do something here. Wrath or Solitude pitching Wrath. Okay. Wow, their draws have been good. That's unfortunate. Now they Tameo, make a clue. If I draw a black source, I can kill the Tameo with Fire Covenant, and we're kind of back where we started. They have 4 lands, I have 4 lands. They have 2 cards in hand. Or I guess I'd have 5 lands in that scenario, because I'm drawing a black source. All right, I guess I'll play it. I don't think I can discard it looking for an untapped black source, especially since a lot of my black sources are tapped. I'm probably going to lose now. They've drawn 2 extra cards off Tameo. Damn, what a bummer. It's a pretty tough one. It felt like they did not use their cards particularly well. Just the Mystical Tutor for Wrath thing, they end up pitching to Solitude is just not the most effective way of doing it, but drawing the Tameo, they're going to have drawn multiple extra cards, and in a game like this, that's just the whole game. Mox Diamond, okay. That's not so good. I would have drawn the land. All right, well, I'll do this so I don't get no moralized. Nope, no counter. All right. Let's flashback Lingering Souls. Pass the turn. They have a removal spell in hand, maybe? I don't know. Just attack for 2, I think. And then I'll play Bombardment. I could discard it to the blood. I'd rather discard a land. Bombardment is actually a card. They're getting to a life total where I think it's relevant. Okay. If they just flood out after this, then I guess we got ourselves a game. Wow, that's a card. All right. Carnage Interpreter. Does this resolve? Reprieve. Okay. Oh, resolves. That is nice. That is nice. Millions of clues. Now they have to do something pretty good or they're just going to die. You're going to die, clown. Let's just attack. Are they just dead now? To Goblin Bombardment? All right. Let's draw a card. Dive Reprieve. Let's just pass because I could even activate the Restless Cottage. So I have 4 points of bombardment. Whoa, I thought I was just dead. Well, their deck looks sick. I thought I was toast, but now we're at number 3 Mythic. Let's go. All right. Ooh, some big matches coming up here. I have no idea how. My experience, because I hit number 3 mythic last night, actually, the night before this, was I can probably win a bunch of games at number 3 and still not hit like number 2 or 1. I think now it's like people who are ahead of me. I think the 4 was number 1 last time. I saw someone tweet about it. I don't know the little up to the minute thing, but let's get some dubs. All right, come on, Black Lotus. It's your time to shine. I've played against more Black Lotuses than I've played Black Lotus, and I have Black Lotus in my deck. It's wild. I'm also complaining when I'm 5-0, so take that with a grain of salt. I thought I was so dead last game. My turns were so bad, but it worked out. All right. The Shrouded Figure once more. See, look at this. Imagine a Lotus. Turn 1 Lotus, Luris, Lotus, Paragon, Lotus, Lelia. Instead, I've got a mulligan. Well, I've got the goated converter, so I'll keep this. And I think I'm going to get a little ambitious and put that back. And I'm actually going to lead on this because I can go Inquisition and then maybe take a removal spell and play Mother of Runes. Okay. Fire Covenant's going to be good. Oh, that is good. Let's do Inquisition first. Voice of Victory, Luminarch Aspirant, Dragon Rage Channeler. Let's take Voice of Victory. Play Mother of Runes. I've got Fire Covenant in a few turns, and I think Voice of Victory is worse for me because... Oh, that's odd. Okay. Now they can attack and exile their top card. They didn't play Luminarch Aspirant? What? Anyways, the reason I took this was I can leave up Fire Covenant and cast it, but not if they have this, because then I have to use it on my turn. Let's draw a card and discard a card. Let's just do that now. I actually think I discard Sarah Paragon and pass the turn. I have Mother of Runes up now. Lelia just looks really good here, and I look pretty far away from using Sarah Paragon, so I was kind of hoping just to draw a land, but I still had to use Converter there. I mean, any red or black land lets me Fire Covenant here. I don't quite have enough to like Lelia plus Fire Covenant in the same turn, but all right. I can put a counter on Kellen and attack, but then I can just block with Mother of Runes anyway. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything. Okay, well, let's go Lelia. Attack with Lelia. See if we hit a land. Okay, we did. Nice. They could block with Kellen and make me use Mother of Runes, which I'm glad they didn't. Play Inspiring Vantage. And then pass the turn. And now I think we have this game. Not completely locked up. Obviously, there's lots of powerful cards people can play in Cube. They could play Comet and roll 3 6s and I would just die. But the fact is, I've got an active Mother of Runes. That's not going to do anything unless they somehow put 3 types into the graveyard with Dragon's Rage Channeler. Mother of Runes stops GT2. Mother of Runes, this is the first game where we've really seen its power on display. I had it last game against all the sweepers. That didn't do much. But here, I mean, what are they going to do? They could put a counter on Aspirant and attack with multiple things, but I can even make a 2/2. It's just not going to work. All right. Make a 2/2. Block. Pro white. So they don't get GT counters, and then they exile their top card and they can't play Loran. Nice. Attack. And basically I want to get to a point, yeah, they're just done. Little 6-0 start. Soul Ring was instrumental there, so I don't have a ground to complain there. See, look, still number 3, but we're back in the queue. Let's go for the clean 7-0 sweep with Gritty Mardu. Look at that. First picked Gut, second picked Gumbo Marmot. Just moved in. Worked out pretty nicely. All right, Ugin. Battling against number 65 Mythic. Let's go. This is the time to shine, Lotus. Finally. Yeah, I think this hand is okay. It's no turn 1 play, but I have turn 2 Abrade and Reprieve into turn 3 Lingering Souls. Cosmogrand with Lingering Souls is pretty nice. I think I keep this. I don't know. I could see mulling. Well, Fire Covenant's actually a pretty nice draw. Unless they're like playing combo, which they're vamping, so. Let's hope they're vamping for like Dark Confidant. Hopefully it's not Psychic Frog. That would be annoying. They don't have a lot of resources. They just have a swamp in play. I mean, if they go Island Flash or something. Oh, Gobin? Go Ben or go home? Well, I'm just going to abrade that. The reason being, it's a little cowardly, but if they vamped, I kind of feel like they're vamping maybe to set up some sort of reanimator thing. Well, now I kind of wish I had done things elsewise, but that's okay. Bone Verge. I think I'm just going to Fire Covenant that for 3, because instant's already in the graveyard. Okay. Well, might have worked out better to wait. A lot better, but the vamp scared me, so. And then next turn I can play Evora plus Reprieve. Oh, they're animating. Okay. Let's just go Lingering Souls, Restless Cottage. They remanded. Oh, come on. I'm not saying come on like complain. I mean, that's just a really bad play. Remanding the flashback is so much better. Okay, they can take my Cosmogrand Zenith here. Yeah, the Abrade play really did not work out well, but... Well, we don't actually know that. They have Animate Dead in their hand. It's possible they have something to animate. Oh, jeez. Overlord. Picking up Gobin. Attack for 4. Milling 4. Picking up Dothy. Alright. I don't know what I need to draw here. I need to I think I have to play the Grim, actually. Grim just starts eating the Dothys and Gobins of the world. Alright, and I'll chump with the token here. And I have 4 cards in my graveyard, so if they don't have a removal spell here, we could claw our way back into it. Riddler, but at least they're not drawing multiple cards. Into Dothy. Okay, okay. We have a lot counting against us here. This would be an uphill battle for sure. Oh, that's nice. I don't know that I can afford to do it right now. So let's go Grim Lavamancer on that. Exiling Abrade and Cosmogrand. No, Fire Covenant. They could reanimate the Cosmogrand, but I feel like that's less likely. Oh, I can't even play Evora, so I think I'll go Lingering Souls. Attack for 1, and I have Reprieve up. And then if I draw another red land, I can go Gut, start making tokens. I still have this Barrogoyf that I'm not really loving the effect of. They know I have Reprieve in hand. If they play Gobin, that's okay. Okay. I still have 1 card in graveyard, so Evora, make a token. I think I'm going to let them Gobin here, and I think I'm going to actually discard Mountain for token, because if I draw another Mountain, yeah, then I can go Grim on Gobin. And hit for 1, still leave up Reprieve and block the Barrogoyf here, and then next turn I can start getting Gut going. I'm just not really beating that Barrogoyf. Psychic Frog, well, I'll Reprieve that. I need to find like Minsk and Boo or something. Oh, Lelia. Lelia gives me a shot. All right, Lelia. I don't think... Maybe I just... No, I'm just going to play the Gut. It's fine. I'm going to attack with everything and probably just get a hit off Barrogoyf this turn. Can I get a Lotus? Is Lotus too much to ask? Oh, Carnage Interpreter. All right. Pass the turn, make another blood, and next turn I can make another Gut Skeleton. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll go to 9. They get to Barrogoyf here. Nice, and they missed. That works out. No, They had the snuff out to kill Gut as well. That's brutal. That is brutal. Sarah Paragon. I have a Gut and a Reprieve in my graveyard. Huh. Attack with Lelia and the skeleton. Exile Shadowy Backstreet. Okay, and I guess I'll Grim Lavamancer you, because it'll trigger Lelia. Sadly, it does not trigger Lelia twice. Those trade. I can Sarah Paragon, but it doesn't do anything yet. Let's just go Backstreet, maybe Mill Lotus. No, Mill Mountain. I mean, I think I still play the Sarah Paragon and pass the turn. More? Oh, why do that end of turn? It doesn't really make sense. Whatever. I'm pretty dead. If their hand's all bricks, which does not appear to be, maybe killing the Goblin had to happen that way, or they were going to animate. Yeah. Still thinking about that turn 2 Abrade, of course. Bitter Triumph. Yeah, okay. And I guess I have to chump. I'm going to block the frog so they don't draw cards. If they want to mill themselves for 5, they can. The frog's going to be lethal anyway next turn. Let's just keep the Smuggler's Copter for now. Discard Mountain. I guess I shouldn't have even tapped Mountain, most likely. But I don't know what I could draw here. All right. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, okay, it's just giving me one more chance to draw Lotus. All right. And see, look, I win at number 3. I stay at number 3, but I lose at number 3. I drop number 5. You see, they're nipping at my heels. All right, 6-1. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, just needed. I mean, what did I? Oh, I guess I did mulligan that game as well. Yeah, could have used just a little more action. All right, battling Ugin. Let's see what we got. I go first. No red mana. All right, I'll mulligan this. Okay, I'll keep this. Do I put back a Braid or do I put back Mountain? Could also put back Swamp. Actually, I think I'll put back Swamp. I've got a lot of black sources, and I have a lot more red cards in my deck than black cards, so I feel like... Ooh. Let's see what we got here. Turn 1, Thunder Trap Trainer. Okay. I'm probably going to Abrade the Mox. Oh, they didn't play it? They didn't draw anything? Well, destroy target artifact. And pass the turn. Look, Lingering Souls, God Bombardment. You love to see that. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we drew it. Nice. Because now I sack this for white. Sarah Paragon. Play Lotus. Sack this for black. It's gone for good. Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls. Okay, well, Lotus was as good as advertised because now I've got a million things in play. Touch the Spirit Realm on Sarah Paragon. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. And I'll take it. I think the race is going one direction. Oh, look at that draw. Look at that draw. Professional grade. All right, sack a token. Take 7 here. Now if they don't have an answer to... If they have an answer to Gut, I still have 7 power in play with evasion. If they don't have an answer to Gut, then they're just toast. There's even Luris. Let's play Bombardment. Okay, they didn't have a counterspell. And that's a 7-1, baby. Ooh, right at the hour mark. All right, up to number 4 Mythic. I'm gonna keep at it. We'll see what we can do. But I mean, this deck was nice. And I finally drew the Lotus. Wasn't an opening hand, but it was as good as advertised. And yeah, obviously Lotus, Soaring are great. Converter was great. Minsk was great. Paragon, Fire Covenant, Carnage Interpreter with Currency Converter. Having Evora and Copter, Interpreter and Converters, all this like discard stuff's good. I never got to flip a Johnny. I even had Gut and God Bombardment, Fable, Lingering Souls, Cosmic Grand Zenith. Yeah, this was a sweet deck. Worked out nicely, took lands. And even you're drafting Red-White, you can have a little spice. So, that'll do it for this one. Well, thanks for hanging out with me on my quest to hit #1 Mythic. I'll be back tomorrow. Some more Magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.